here we go. Ooh, this is going to be a good battle right here with this stripped down truck. This thing is as light as you could get it, probably. Just a fiberglass shell, pretty much.
Well, we're at the track. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Cecil County Dragway. So we were here Saturday for Test and Tune. We were actually here last night, Friday as well for Test and Tune. Got teched in, got the truck warmed up, all that. They opened the staging lanes. I was up there putting my harness on, and all of a sudden, pitter patter, I could hear it on the windshield and on the roof of the truck. Started raining, and I mean it dumped, and yeah, it dumped for about 10 minutes and then it started sprinkling after that. And they said with how cold it was and you know how wet it was, they weren't going to be able to get the track prepped, but it kept raining throughout the night on and off. So last night testing was a bust. We're back here today. As you can see, they are still getting the track ready up there, scraping the track and all that. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cecil County Dragway. So we're back at Cecil. We actually tried this last weekend, so I haven't posted a video up in like a week. Last weekend we came on Friday. I was starting to get strapped in the truck. Don't get me wrong, it was very gloomy and whatnot, but we were good to go. Sure enough, as soon as they opened the lanes, heard the pitter patter of the rain on there while I was putting my harness on, and that was all she wrote. It dumped. So Saturday, there was a couple dyno events around we were going to try and go to, but Cecil had some more testing, so I said, let's give it a shot. Well, it was misty and just real damp again, and they just couldn't get the water to stop leaching out of the track. I think we were here at like 9, about 11:30, they called it. So we didn't get any testing in. This week I've done some little stuff to the truck, nothing major, because the truck is ready to go. So got the truck all warmed up. I actually ran it down the return road back there. I ran it down and back. Everything seems like it's shifting good. So I'm very happy that we're going to definitely try to dial this thing in using our suspension rather than using like a ratchet strap to keep the front end down, and then so on and so forth. Also, we're only going to run 1/8 mile because that's all the diesel racing is 1/8 mile. So when we run UCC, or if we go to if we make it to Rudy's and whatnot, we'll be running 1/8 mile. So that's what we're going to run. So we'll be letting off the half track. So we're going to head up and get ready to go up and make a pass of the thing. The nitrous is on, she's warmed up, we're ready to go, so let's rip this sucker.
A good battle right here with this stripped down truck. This thing is as light as you could get it, probably. Just a fiberglass shell, pretty much. See what we can do here against the Monte Carlo. That made a good run last time. Good battle. It'll go at 1163. How about a 1033? Shuts it off at just 103.
to the garage. So tonight at testing, yeah, we had some good stuff, some bad stuff. We're learning, obviously me, the truck, everything. So the crew at Cecil and all, things were just moving slow. I don't know what all was going on. I was kind of focused on the drag truck and all that. We did have some issues. So our first pass that we made, or shouldn't even call it a pass, our first hit we made, and we kicked the tires. I got a data log, and I think our CSP6, our launch control, may be set a bit high. Now, if you guys remember, we did this, we kind of set that stuff on a fully prepped track down in Florida at Emerald Coast Dragway. So it was fully prepped, and it was very humid and hot and all that. So with the cool air tonight, the CSP6, I pulled the log, and it was making about 30 pound of boost when the truck took off. And it started to roll out, and I think the second gear shift happened, and it just kicked the tires, and it was bad. So it didn't feel as bad in the cab as it looked on video. When I saw the video, I kind of went, whoa. Which I don't know what all angles I have and all that yet. But anyhow, so we did that, went back, and so once I realized that we were leaving at like 30 pounds, I said, well, we need to change that. But my Edge CTS2 that I have mainly for like temperature readings, transmission temperature, our oil temperature, oil pressure, that kind of stuff. I also have a boost gauge on that. So rather than relying on the CSP6, which we'll have to get tuned in, it's not something that I can adjust. We're gonna have to, I was trying to leave by my foot and just kind of get the boost where I wanted it. So on our second hit, we actually made a pass. We left very softly. I pulled the log, we left, it was like 14 pounds of boost, something like that. And the truck took off. Now the 60 foot and all that wasn't that great. I do have time slip. Oh, our first run, we didn't get a time slip, but we didn't really have anything to show for it anyway. It's already beat up, this time slip. But as you guys can see here, in the 8th mile, which is all we're concerned about, we ran a 640, which isn't too good, but our mile an hour was 120 mile an hour. So that is our best mile an hour in the 8th with this truck, especially since we've had it, you know, all fiberglass and everything like that, and our Freedom Racing engine. Down in Florida, we ran a 6.0 at 115, so we got a little bit more mile an hour out of it, and we coasted. I let off at the 8th, and we coasted to a 10.3 in the quarter mile. As you can see, 103 mile an hour. So we ran a 10.3, not trying, which is pretty cool, but we definitely have some stuff to work on. So we only got the 3 hits at the track, which is unfortunate, you know, just complications, people breaking, whatever. So the first hit spun, okay, we're leaving under too much boost. So second one, I went and left a little more boost. Unfortunately, didn't get a log for that one because when I was messing with the Edge CTS2 stuff, I had our EFI Live V2, which we use for our logging. I had that on an ignition source. The power was coming from when the ignition was on. So when I got back to the pits, I never even thought about turning the log off, but I hit the ignition off. So we didn't get a log for that. Our final pass, same thing. The truck, I got a video. Man, I'm terrible with names. So if I ever run into you guys at something at the track, at an event, don't count on me to remember your names if you introduce yourself. I'm just god awful with them. But John Long. So John, appreciate it. He had some videos. He was actually helping me and standing at the water box, make sure we didn't get our tires wet and all that. He took a video for me of the last pass, and the truck got out of sorts, but it seemed like it was spinning. It hit the 1-2 shift, and then it just kind of chucked the truck again. So I'm not sure 100% what's going on. We probably need to make some 4-link adjustments. We probably need to make some shock adjustments. You know, when we were in Florida, we took ratchet straps and we strapped the front end of the truck down. Now with our Menser coilovers in there they are. So with those, we're going to actually try and control the lift of the front end with the suspension, kind of do it right. So my thinking was after the second pass, we'll leave under a little more boost, see what happens. We left, what did it say? Like 14, I think is what I told you. And so it was still spinning. So whether it was because track was cold, because it has gotten fairly chilly this evening, whether it was because it was cold, maybe we need to adjust tire pressure, there's all kinds of things. So when I left under less boost on the second run, I just wanted to see what the truck would do. Rather than changing a bunch of stuff, change one thing at a time until we get our problem corrected. So hopefully we might actually end up at the track for some testing tomorrow. That is the hopeful goal right now. But when we go, we'll start off with some suspension adjustments. I'm also going to change some pressure on the tires, which I know I just said, do one thing. But honestly, I think the Hoosier DR2s that we have on the truck, we need to get rid of. They're just not doing what I want them to do. We need to go to a slick, I believe. But we will be doing that here shortly. I have a line on a set of slicks and wheels and all that for the truck, but they're on 16-inch wheels, so we got to do some other modifications, which should hopefully be here Monday. So once again, it's all learning process, and we are learning. We're trying to figure stuff out. We're getting all the bugs out of the truck. That's why I want to test so bad. So like I said, hopefully tomorrow we get to the track and we can do some more testing. We'll make some suspension adjustments and see what we can get out of it. Also, the truck was a lot smokier than I would like, so I don't know if we were running out of nitrous, after like our second pass. I don't know. I got to look into that. I probably need a bottle heater because the pressure was fairly low with as cool as it is. So once again, all the learnings we got to do and all the stuff we have to figure out in the weeks to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little bit of a hiatus there, but really the truck was ready to hit the track, and I just took care of some little stuff. On a good thing, a positive note, our exhaust never moved. So the exhaust is still coming straight out of the stack hole. We got that problem solved. So that's a win there. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm kind of rambling on at this point, but we've got some testing. We're learning. We got some things to figure out, some changes to make, but everything we're doing, hopefully we get a little faster. 120 in the 8th, that's one good thing for tonight. So we'll take that, and hopefully we can expand upon that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, subscribe down below. Catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrench on your truck.